Hey, future me, digital me. What's up? Uh, 20 seconds. It's 2:21 on September 14th, 2025. 30 seconds. I don't know if you have to wait to swear on YouTube for 30 seconds or not. It's just something I heard, so whatever. Anyways, I just want to in case, so whatever. But let me just get into my flow. Trump is a shitstorm of fuck, and it's kind of here's why. He is like the first president in certainly my lifetime, but in I don't know, maybe since FDR that just has like full authority to do like basically whatever the hell he wants. And so he can do whatever the hell he wants to, and this is what he wants to do. He wants to say fuck you to everyone in the world, even the people that got him into power. He wants to build a ballroom where there was a nice little garden with roses. He wants to kick brown people out of the country, or he's okay with Stephen Miller doing it. Either way, it amounts to the same thing. He wants to do it because he could if he wanted to just be like, hey, Baldy, go fuck yourself. You go directly to jail. Do not skip go. Do not collect $200. He could do that if he wanted to. What else does he want to do? Oh yeah, he wants to bomb like 4 countries, and he did not stop 7 wars. Whatever anybody says, including him. So yeah, he does not want to save farms. He does not want to do, I don't know, anything other than like be like, yeah, I have crypto, buy some, and I'll give you a pardon. And by the way, I'm having a party. The the admittance fee is $1 million. That's what he does want to do. This is the president that we have. He could be like, I'm going to use I'm going to do all this other stuff. I'm going to make sure we are building new roads everywhere. And, he could do all that. Oh, we're getting free healthcare and all that other shit that, liberals want. But he could make sure that there's new federal funding bills for building stuff and whatever. No, he could even just be like, we're going to build 4 new aircraft carriers, 2 on each side of the country, and we're just going to build a lot of fucking weapons and just contract out $20 trillion to weapons manufacturers and shit. You could even just do that and be a dickhole and be a war president in peacetime. And he'd be like, "We're going to give a shitload of weapons to Ukraine, way more than Biden did," and blah blah blah. And people would be pissed off, but you know what? There'd probably be like 500,000 more jobs making weapons, and people would be like, We hate you, Mr. President, as they fucking sit and make weapons, and then 5 months later they'd be happy because they all have jobs now that actually pay them good. He could even just do that. And that would help. He doesn't want to do that. He wants a ballroom and gold crap all over the White House. And, to take like pictures of MLK out of the White House and stuff. And just all this goofy crap that makes him seem crazier than a shithouse rat. But no, he could do massive infrastructure projects that would be necessary, but also I'm not a jobs person. I don't really give a shit about jobs, but apparently every American that has ever lived just thinks, a job is just the best thing in the world. So he could do that. It's an infrastructure project, here, there. Just, throw federal money at it and be like, contracts. And guess what? That would make your rich friends happy too. You know why? Because they could be like, I'm going to put the money in my pocket. Nope. That's how stuff works. The private companies make a lot of money on that stuff. That would make them fucking happy. I mean, could be doing that left and right. I'm sure his Republican buddies have lots of connections to contractors, and they would love to pass those bills. They've been saying, oh, tax and spend liberals, but I'm sure they're okay with the spending component if it goes to their friends. I'm certain they're okay with that if it goes to their friends. But he ain't doing that. He could, but he's not. Because Trump is corrupt as shit. You could just write it in the bill. Or, the president doesn't really have the authority to actually write the bill, but, he's got Speaker Johnson in his pocket, so, and he's got the Heritage Foundation in his pocket. They would just write the bill for him. He doesn't have to do the thinking. Why would he have to do the thinking? He likes golfing. He just be like, yeah, do this shit. I'm going to go golf for 2 weeks at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm going to build a country for it. Good and good. So, yeah, that's why he's, I don't know, the shittiest president, definitely in American history, probably in the history of the Western world. I wouldn't say the world, because there's probably been shittier people that call themselves presidents. I don't know. Putin calls himself a president, but you can call yourself a sandwich even though you're just a pile of turd, but a turd is a turd. It may want to believe, it's potato salad, but it's still turd. So, and that's Putin. He's a turd. He's not borscht. He's turd. And President Trump is not good old Texas barbecue. He is definitely diarrhea. So yeah, we could be doing good shit, but ballroom, really? For what, $200 million? I thought I heard somebody say 200 billion, but it better not be $200 billion because that is, you better not be spending $200 billion on a ballroom. That is fucked up. It better be 200 million because $200 million on a ballroom is already way too expensive. $200 million ballroom better grow enough food for everybody in the fucking country. I'll just say that much. So yeah, Trump's a piece of shit, and that's why his hands look like they have shit on them, because he's made of shit. He's a shit man. Forged from poo. And by the way, poo doesn't get into heaven, so people don't poop in heaven. You do get to eat, but mysteriously, you don't have to poo in heaven. Unless you want to. I mean, you can if you want to, I suppose. It's an interesting concept. If you want to poop in heaven, you can. And on that, I will leave everyone with the philosophical debate of pooping in heaven. Should it be allowed or not? I don't know. Think on that and tax the rich and have a boob worthy day.